41 subscribers, 180 videos. Some people get thousands of subscribers for 2 videos. Some people get 41 subscribers for 180 videos. At least I'm consistent. Or not. Well, what is the saying? Too dumb to quit. I look around because I'm in the high desert and it's about 8 o'clock at night. So there's like oranges and pinks, blues, and some purples are in the sky. Every once in a while you'll see something flying around. And you're like, is that a plane? Yeah, that's a plane. All right, that's a plane. Once upon a time, within the last 33 months, because that's how long I've lived here, just paid off my land July 3rd. Yay, me. Once upon a time, what was I doing? I know I was on the land and I know I was sleeping in the van, but I think it was one of those times where you just couldn't go to sleep, so I watched a bunch of YouTube videos. It's like 3 or 4 in the morning and time to go pee. Get out of the van and I'm going pee in the bushes and I'm kind of looking over towards Edwards Air Base. And the best way to describe it is like when a car dealership has those big old huge balloons and they let the balloons go really, really, really high up so everybody can see it. It was kind of like that, but it was in the shape of a diamond. And I can tell that the balloon structure was white and the lights inside were blinking green. And it kind of reminded me of like a birthday party balloon where you put little blinking lights inside of a balloon. And then maybe like a car dealership where it's like a freakishly large balloon and they suspend it from the air like they do along the Mexican border with those airships. So I saw that. But I mean, what's the human eye see? About 10 miles maybe? So like maybe it was 10 miles away. Maybe it was kind of. I don't know. It was in the sky, but it wasn't like up. It was, at the horizon, what would be the horizon. There's a lot of helicopters that like to fly by incredibly freakishly fast. And it doesn't matter if it's the day or the night. They go super freakishly fast. They look like they could be military helicopters, but they don't have the rockets and the guns hooked up to them. And they're never lit up. There's no blinking lights. There's no writing on it. They're completely blacked out. I mean, literally the definition of blacked out helicopters, blacked out Black Hawk helicopters, and they fly in threes. And you don't know what's happening until they're about 20 feet to the right of you, and then they're about 20 feet to the left of you, and then it's quiet. So you might hear them a grand total of like 10 seconds as they're going boom, right over you. But I'm kind of, you got China Lake, you got Edwards Air Base, March Air Base, Pendleton, if you really want to get technical, because I've seen a lot of Ospreys. Los Angeles has some shit going on. Yeah, you're going to see shit, but is it weird shit? Is it, in all definitions, it is flying, and it is an object, and at the current time, it is technically unidentifiable to me, but I'm not thinking anything else. I'm much more scared of like skinwalkers and Wendigo and shapeshifters, just because I've seen some shit in my life. Now I've also been a huge pothead, and I like to push myself to extremes. But there's been times where I'm hiking on the Pacific Crest Trail. I'm in Yosemite, and it's like a blind turn to the left. And as I'm walking and as I'm coming to this blind turn, preparing, for a blind turn, slow down, you never know. I hear voices. They're a man and a woman talking. And as I turn the corner, there is a boy and a girl deer running off in the distance because they got scared by my presence. Does that mean that I'm Dr. Dolittle and I can hear the voices of animals? Probably not. Does that mean that I push myself to the exhaustion and probably hallucinations? Maybe. But, oh well. Oh well. No blood, no foul, right? I don't know why I'm pushing so hard to get to 50 subscribers if I can't even fulfill a simple 10-minute video, especially without my phone overheating. That's something that I'm coming to realize. This phone is about a month old because I believe I got it for my birthday. The last phone I had was an AT&T Radiant. I don't know if it was an AT&T Radiant Max or the original, but I know it was blue. And the battery pack inside started to expand, kind of like a pillow. And so the insides were busting out, kind of like when a crab overgrows its shell, starts to molt. So when your phone starts to molt, it's about to melt. I went to the Lancaster Walmart. Joke's on you because there's two of them. Haha. Before you go checking. I went to the Lancaster Walmart and I was looking at the AT&T prepaid phones. And the Samsung A14, which is what I'm using right now, ironically was quite literally the only phone. It was the only AT&T prepaid phone. It was the only prepaid phone in general. There was no Smart Talk. There was no Mint Mobile. There was no Total Wireless. There was no any other option except for this one phone. And I had already chosen it before the lady pointed it out that this cabinet that all the cell phones are in was quite literally empty except for this one phone. And she's like, I've never seen this like this before. Oh my God, it's so weird. And so I was like, oh, all the stars lined up because that's the exact phone that I chose. I want to say it's like $85. I'm not sure. Like I said, I bought it like 3 weeks ago, so you could do the numbers. But if I'm recording, it's already in the process of overheating. When I'm done recording and I'm uploading the video to YouTube, I can't really do anything. So I just kind of have to like turn off all the apps and just leave the phone alone while I play Nintendo Switch or go outside and do some yard work, I guess. So it makes me feel like it's old school technology and I almost took a step back. I now have this thing called International Canada Minutes, and I have 500 minutes International Canadian talk time, which is weird because my plan says unlimited talk and text and international. It is the most expensive $75 plan that they have. But they felt the need to go ahead and give me Canadian minutes. I know it doesn't pertain to the phone, but it was just weird. It's like, why did you put this here? So part of me is like, okay, time to go. The other part of me, growing up on coupons, ground beef, and trying to make a meal out of 20 minutes. It's like, no, you needed a new phone. You got a new phone. Now shut up and use it and try to accidentally drop it at some point when you magically have $100 in your pocket so you could just go ahead and replace it real quick. That's the man child in me. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that. So Oh, it's 8:08. 8:08. We're at 10 minutes. All right. Let's see. She's hunting things that move, and since it's dusk, there should be some mice or something. But she's on her patrols. Oh yeah. I got some pallets from the Dollar General. I guess I should just get up instead of showing you. There was a hole. It was full of trash. I took out the trash. I tried to fill in the hole a little bit. And then this was 2 pallets, 1 pallet. This pallet is basically what I'm looking for. So I do, and that one, that might be the entry. Like right here. So now I'm going to go find like a piece of plywood or something. It goes over. That pallet might be the turn or somewhere over there. I don't know. Maybe save it for another project, I guess. I don't know. And then walls and a roof. I was thinking about taking some of these chain link fence chunks, since I have that one right there. I have one sitting back there. I got a door, and then that little piece right over there, and then I think there's 2 more pieces behind the shed that have fallen down. And I was like, I don't need to build walls, so I'll just take all of that and make walls. And then I'm starting to think, what am I building? Am I building a vegetable garden? Cool, right on. Don't you think you should make it where like the rats don't get to it? Then I was like, well, what if I get a bunch of chicks and chickens, because chickens will kill the mice. You know, desert mice. They'll kill the mice, and you know, you can use their poop for fertilizer. And then I got the wall, so it becomes a pain in the butt for coyotes, because they're not really going to fit through the holes. They're going to have to jump all the way up and over, or they're going to have to walk around. And then if I just build kind of like a door right here and like a little door right here, they're more or less stuck in here, and that could theoretically work. But then you got to deal with the male chickens who don't know how to shut up. And apparently when chickens get bored, they start eating their own feathers. I didn't know that was a thing. And when they lay eggs, it would be nice if I had a frying pan, because I have one of those stoves that you get from Walmart for like $35. It looks like a green briefcase and has 2 burners on it. Hell, I bought it like 5 years ago. I even got the original 2 cans of gas. The little green canisters that came with, well, they didn't come with it. They came with it because I bought them at the same time. But I never bought a spatula or a frying pan or a pot or a lid or a skillet or any of that. So, you know, stuck being a dude, I need to realize that beef jerky doesn't substitute breakfast. If I get chickens, I could get eggs. I could also utilize this technical dog pen thing. And the sheets of aluminium. Now, keep in mind, when I bought this place, a lot of this stuff was already here. The porta potty was here. The gas tank was here, which I want to use some, what's that soap that they use to clean the ducks? Dawn. I want to get some Dawn and just completely rinse it out. And then, I don't know, maybe put that black gas tank up on the roof of the shed, and then create an outdoor shower so it's like gravity fed, and then the water inside the tank, it's really hot because it's black. And then I got tires, and then these tires, the walls have pinched together, but they're still pretty good for like, you know, walls and stuff. These white things, the best suggestion that I have, or guess I have, is that the original owners of the land were trying to do biodiesel, like a homestead biodiesel. I'm not going over there because I'm wearing flip-flops And no, that's just not happening. We got quail, sparrows, birds that are like, they look like cardinals. Like, they look like cardinals, dead on, even with the hair, the head, the shape, the belly, everything. But I know for a fact they're not cardinals. Then there's other birds that are like brown with like red belly and yellow belly and blue belly. It's kind of like a parakeet, but like brown where the parakeet's color would be, and then the color is where the belly is, where the parakeet's belly would be white. I want to keep this bush. I don't know why, it just feels right. I was lining up a wall so I could put it together, but then I was like, I'll do it tomorrow. It's not the end of the world. I got me a door behind this bike, and that door has a window and locks, but I don't have keys to the locks. I literally found the door on the side of the road. And then I got me a kind of portion of a wall with a window. So I got all these weird things that came with the property. I knew a dude for maybe about a week, and he turned out to be a flake. But he showed up twice. The first time he showed up, he had dirt and gravel, a couple tires, and a couple 2x4s. And he's like, yeah, I pick up trash from people's yards. And I didn't want to pay the dumps because you could use all this stuff. And I was like, yes, you can. I will take it all. Thank you very much. You're my friend. And then he shows up like 3 days afterwards. And keep in mind, this is months ago. He showed up like 3 days afterwards. And he's got both the jet skis. He's got what I can only describe as like furniture that, like maybe cabinets that were painted white that were destroyed. He's got all the pieces of wood. And it was just give an inch, take a mile. And I'm like, what is this? This is stuff that goes in the dumps. This isn't stuff that I could repurpose. So now I'm stuck with 2 jet skis. One of them has the engine inside it. One of them doesn't. So, I don't know. Something could come of it. I need to find me a Mr. Wizard that wants to live off the grid and homestead with me. The beauty of the RV is that if I dig a trench and I line it with a hose or something, it could then go out to the dry creek. And the dry creek it goes from this end of the driveway, which I closed off, and then it goes right here, and it stops right there at the road. So it is a dry creek, but it's only on my property. And it cuts a corner. So, in theory, I could make some kind of like sewer system where I'm taking a shower in the RV or up around the RV in one of the buildings that I will build in the future. And then that water system will kind of percolate and feed the ground as it makes its way down here. Yeah. I dug the hole because I needed to fill the tires. It seemed like a good idea at the time. And it's all relatively flat. There is a slight pile right there now that I look at it, but I think I added that after the fact. But like, it was convenient. And at the time I was like, well, I'm probably going to get like fertilized soil or composted soil, and I'll do a bubble around the tires on this end, and that will be like rose bushes and stuff. So that way I attract the bees for the flowers, but then they stay and they pollinate the vegetables and the fruits. Yeah. Alright, well, I guess that's about it. That's painted gold because my idea was to paint each tire a different color. I found a can of gold spray paint, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I ran out because, you only have so much spray paint. And then one day I will find paint of different colors. And all the tires will be painted and it will look like Legos. Which is weird because I never had Legos growing up. So, says something, I guess. Alright, well, we're now at 20 minutes, and I don't really know how to carry on a conversation, apparently. I'm getting smacked by my shade cloth. But, there, we'll go over here. Oh yeah, there's my 2 Harbor Freight solar panels. They were each 100 watts, and at the time, they were on sale for $90 a piece or $100 for 100 watts. So those two, you wire in, and there's an extension cable, goes underneath the boarded window. When I got this RV on the property, that window was busted out. This window was busted out. And that window's busted out. So, ironically, this window has never leaked throughout the winter, which is weird because rain does not fall straight down around here. It falls sideways. But this window, rain defies gravity and will actually flow up the cords, up the window, and then down the other side where my mattress is at. So I have to pull my mattress away from the wall and place a plastic cup that resembles a stein to catch the water throughout the night while I sleep on the couch. It is a choice that I made, but that was because I had to spend 33 months paying off the land. Now that the land's paid off, now I can actually build some. And so if it leaks, it leaks. Whatever, I'm somewhere else. But I don't know. I'm not really in a rush because it's just me by myself. And then the old people, you'll probably never see them. In truth, I don't want you to. And I'm pretty sure they don't want to. So they're just going to be people. And I'm never actually going to say their name. I'm going to give them all sorts of fucked up names like Olivia and Alex. Or Jeff and Clarissa, which none of them, it's not their name, but there should be a certain level of anonymity. Yeah. Okay, I'm bored talking. We're at 23 minutes. I am out of here. I'm going to go do what men do, which is I'm going to pick a can of food and I'm going to open it up and eat out of the can with my camping spork, long handle, Sea to Summit. $20 for a spoon. Damn it, it better last. But because I'm a guy, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to feel for the warmest can because that means that food is probably cooked the warmest inside. So instead of a cold can of chili, you got a warm can of chili because it's been 107 degrees inside today. And, yeah, cans of food are warm. Anyway. But in truth, I have a cooler. Same cooler I moved here with. And I busted it out. I cleaned it out. And I've been doing ice every other day. I'm trying to push myself to every 3 days I go get ice. Now, because I had to go to the hospital and pay a bunch of bills that I didn't know existed. This month is going to suck. But I'm like, ooh, walking in the dark. That's what I'm doing. I was trying to walk in there while you guys still talking to y'all. I've always been liquid heavy. So, You would look at my shopping cart and you're like, okay, 2/3 of your shopping cart is just liquids. It's apple juice and orange juice and cranberry grape juice and grape juice. And then we get into Capri Suns and Squeeze-Its and Arizona iced tea and brisk iced tea and sodas up the ass and bottles of water, bottles of flavor water, cans of flavor water with caffeine. The Walmart flavor water is the best, by the way. I would go to grocery outlet specifically to get $1 a bottle, regardless of what it is. So, Prime energy drink in a can, $1 a can. Screw it, let's get 20 at a time. Let's buy all the variety of flavors I could get my hands on. And no matter how gross the liquid was, I would drink it. And if I drink Niagara water, if you ever get a hold of this, your water sucks. It tastes like blood, and that means it's iron, which means that your process sucks. It's not reverse osmosis. Dollar General water tastes the greatest, ironically. If you are just getting a bottle of water, Dollar General, Crystal Geyser, and then whatever. But there's something about Niagara water that just doesn't taste right. It's a little on the inky side. It's a little on the iron tasting side. I don't like it. But I can also say that I went through a buttload of packs of... Whoa, what was that? There's a mouse. There's a mouse. I saw a mouse out of the corner of my eye. It jumped from tire to tire. I was like, what was that? Oh my God. Yeah, I've tried a bunch of those little just add to your bottle of water kind of thing. And they got 7-Up, cherry 7-Up, lemonade, strawberry lemonade, raspberry lemonade, country time lemonade, crystal light lemonade. Like, I've tried them all. They don't taste right. Even Gatorade does not taste right. Straight from the bottle, straight from the source. That's what tastes right. That's what I want. So, I don't know. Anyway, apparently I have abandonment issues. So, for the 5th time, possibly, goodbye. Love, peace, and chicken grease. I'll see y'all tomorrow.